Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie, and today I'm here with a sneak peek unboxing of an upcoming new release from Diamond Art Club. This is the kit Books Are Magic, and it's coming out tomorrow, which is Saturday, February 22nd. And this is this beautiful piece by Anne-Julie Aubry that I'm looking forward to sharing with you all today, so you can decide if it's going to be on your shopping list for the weekend. So thanks to Diamond Art Club for sending this over. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we've got going on in this kit. So here's a look at the render of the artwork. I'll have a better look at the original artwork once we open up the box. But like I said, this is called Books Are Magic. It's by Anne-Julie Aubry and is 22 by 31 inches or 55.8 by 78.7 centimeters. I've done some kits by this artist and I love her artwork a lot. It looks really nice in diamond painting form. We have the render of the artwork also wrapped around the top of the box. Look at our little fox friend there. And we're gonna have square drills in this one, which I'm guessing, you know, we'll get some nice detail with that. As far as colors go, 70 colors. That's a lot more colorful than I was expecting just looking at the artwork. And we're gonna have 2 ABs and 2 fairy dust with over 70,000 diamonds in total. On the back of the box, you'll see some info about how to diamond paint. If you're a beginner, I have a beginner video linked below in the description box, along with some other helpful tutorials. Then we have our kit contents, everything you're gonna find in this box. And at the bottom of the box, you'll see the name and the artwork for this particular kit. That just helps with finding kits in your diamond painting collection if you have a lot like me and they're all stacked and you're just seeing the end of the box. So by the way, if you're brand new to Diamond Art Club and thinking of making your very first purchase this weekend or anytime really that you're watching this, I have a 20% off discount code you're welcome to use. It is just my name, Katie, K-A-T-I-E, and the number 20. It's an affiliate code, so I may make a small commission if you choose to use it. There's no obligation whatsoever though. You're gonna see some other discount codes in this video, but thanks so much if you do use it. I always put that right back into my channel. Let's take a look. I always like to see, okay, got our toolkit, and then is the treasure quest card, I bet is gonna be tucked in here. So we're gonna leave it in suspense to see what rank of treasure quest card we're gonna get, and first take a look at the toolkit. So Diamond Art Club has been working on improving and upgrading their toolkits for a few months now, and more recently have been doing these upgraded trays and pens. So it does look like in this pen that we have clear wax instead of putties. That is a relatively recent change. And I have not tested this out myself yet. I desperately need to, but I've heard really good things. The putty was a little more fickle to work with. So this is preloaded with with wax. And if you just twist it, it will start to come out the end there. You can kind of see that. So, and you can also twist it back the opposite direction and load up more wax or putty if you would like to. Sorry, I was out of focus there. The pen itself is a little bit more ergonomic than your basic diamond painting pen, which is, I think, you know, a really nice upgrade for a basic toolkit. And then on the end, we have a 4-placer. You could take this out and put other multi-placers in there. They include another plastic one. I believe it's a 7-placer. And so you can pop that in the end, or you can get one of their metal multi-placers. Just make sure you don't get the screw-in kind. Get the kind that goes like just straight in. Then we have a bag of baggies if you want to store your leftover diamonds in there. And then they do give you, this is kind of the traditional pink heart wax, and they do give you some extra clear wax as well. So then the tray is my favorite of the toolkit upgrades, and this has seen some updates as well. It's kind of like a version 2 tray where they've cut back the lines a little bit so your drills aren't going to get stuck in the end. They've made the spout a little bit longer, which I really love as well. And it comes with the removable stopper as well as a sliding lid. I like these trays a lot. They're my favorite part of the new toolkits because they are so much bigger. You can fit a lot more diamonds in them, and they're not as likely to spill diamonds when you go to actually, you know, shake them and everything. So anyway, there's also cutouts on here, so you can stack these really easily on top of each other if you would like to. So that's their toolkit. I really do think it is one of the nicer ones that's on the market. Lots of solid upgrades there in my opinion. So then in here we're gonna have stickers and our treasure quest card. I hope, fingers crossed. It's not guaranteed, but I'm hoping. So let's open it up and see. All right, so I see our treasure quest card. Let me talk about these first. So these cards have the artwork on them. That's really pretty. And each of these cards is going to have a different rank. And this one is going to be bronze. They actually write it on here, but you can also tell depending on the graphics that are on here and on the back. And if you go to the treasure quest part of the website, I believe it has I think it has all those side by side so you could tell. But for the new releases, they've been putting the actual rank right there in writing so you can't mix it up. Anyway, there's redemption codes on here. You can scratch this off, and once you get various combinations of the different ranks of cards, you can redeem them for things like gift cards or even a custom diamond painting. So bronze is the most common. There's also silver, gold, and black is the rarest. So yeah, bronze. Most of mine are bronze, but every once in a while I get surprised by another ranking. There's some helpful stuff in here as well, you guys. So even the envelope itself has some helpful things on it. There's their socials, some tips and tricks. Here's your kit contents. This is a QR code for the Facebook group, which you can join once you've made your first purchase. And then this is 20% off specifically your first app purchase. So you can be like really, deliberate about which codes you use first. And then here's some step-by-step instructions written out for you, as well as some tips specifically for the pen, which they call the twist and pick applicator. Then this is a set of stickers, including, let me show you the original artwork. Isn't that so cozy? I remember when this artwork was in voting a while back, and I love this just as like a reader, as someone that loves foxes and really enjoys this artist's artwork. I am so happy this artwork is here. It's so pretty. These are all individual stickers. I like to put these in my logbook once I start actually working on a kit. These are actually all individual stickers as well. And then here, this is really the important stuff. We have a set of pre-cut sticker labels. So it looks like we just have tons of different shades of browns and golds and everything in this kit. Really did not expect to see 70 colors in this color palette, but I think that's going to give it so much nice depth, probably, if past experience rings true with this too. But okay, so 70 colors. The code you see in the right hand column is going to be the DMC code. Most diamond painting companies use this color code system. With Diamond Art Club, at the end of the color list, you'll sometimes, most of the time, have codes that have letters at the beginning. We have fairy dust diamonds. Those are the ones that start with Z. Our ABs start with AB. The only other thing I wanted to mention is that sometimes with Diamond Art Club kits, you will see numbers down here in the 6,000s range. Those are not DMC color codes. Those are actually just color codes in Diamond Art Club's numbering system, and they're colors that Diamond Art Club has created. Since Diamond Art Club makes all their diamonds in-house, they're actually able to create colors to fill gaps in the DMC color code system, and they'll do this when there just aren't quite the right colors in the DMC to match the original artwork. There's certain color families like browns that tend to be more limited in the DMC color code system. So I love that Diamond Art Club is like, hey, we see this, gap that we can fix. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, this is the top. Ooh, I finally got a kit. This is my first kit with the gray lines. I'll show you that up close in just a minute. Look at the little fox. I know that he's just like a tiny part of this artwork, but he's my favorite. I love foxes. My whole, the nursery of my oldest kiddo was all fox themed. And so they will forever and always have a very special place in my heart. So here's a look at that render and the canvas. It's so pretty. Okay, so don't freak out if you see those gray lines on her face. That's intentional. I'm going to show you up close here. First up here at the top, we have their branding, Do It Makes You Sparkle, Diamond Art Club. We have the edges of the canvas with scallops and pokes, so that fraying shouldn't be an issue. And the canvas material itself, it feels really soft on the back. I think it's a nice weight to work on. I feel like it just lays flat really well and holds diamonds well. And then they use this really sticky poured glue that I find holds drills pretty well. And then they have a perforated plastic cover. These perforated plastic covers have sections that the full size section is like 4 by 4 inches or 10 by 10 centimeters. And they have been kind of playing around with different colored lines to make the edges of the perforations easier to see. When they first rolled it out, this was with pink and kind of like orangish pink lines. And I vastly prefer the gray color. I think it's a lot easier to ignore if you want to ignore it, and you can still see it if you want to be able to see it. Don't mind my neighbor's dog, but I like this change, and I think this might be one of the first kits I've gotten with this with this particular color of lines and not the pink ones. So just keep in mind when we're talking about upgrades and changes, like for example, the ones with the toolkit or the ones with the plastic cover, that there can be a period of transition time where some kits are going to roll out with the changes and some it's going to take a bit. And depending on when you order a kit, like if it's a kit that released a while back that's been in the warehouse, you might get one that has, before they did the changes. So just to be aware, I would keep that in mind. Okay, as far as the rest of the canvas, we have a legend up here at the top left, as well as over here at the bottom right. And then at the bottom left, there's the thumbnail of the original artwork, the title, the size, and then of course, copyright. So I always mention this because it's really important to me to work on kits that are legally licensed. And that's the case with this one. What that means is that Anne-Julie Aubry has both given permission for the use of her artwork and is being compensated for it as well by Diamond Art Club as they're using this in a diamond painting. So really, really important to me. Down here we have their socials and another discount code, and there's a bit of information about their lifetime warranty. So as long as you're the original owner and purchaser of your kit, you're covered under that lifetime warranty, which covers things like, you know, if you were to run out of diamonds. I think all the details are on the website. You can just contact customer support if you do run into any issues. This piece is quite confetti heavy. I'm definitely seeing tons of confetti. Confetti is where you have a lot of color changes in a small area. Down here is really where I noticed it right off the bat. Confetti, yeah, lots of color changes in a small area typically, and you'll be doing more single placing as well as changing out the color in your tray a bit more often. But the nice thing with that is that you are typically going to get, you know, especially when it's softer artwork, it's going to have a little bit like nicer color blending, I think, and also nicer detail as well. I'm trying to see if there are any areas where I could show you kind of the opposite. Kind of here in the book, that's almost an example. I guess it is kind of an example of color blocking. Color blocking is where you have even sometimes blocks of the same color in a small area like that. And you'll be able to use a multi-placer. You'll have that color in your tray for a little bit longer. And so areas with color blocking tend to go a little bit faster. So I didn't necessarily expect this piece to be very confetti heavy when I was looking at the original artwork. But I think that it makes sense now that I'm kind of looking at it and just seeing, like, of course, it's a landscape. Historically, landscapes, just those are going to be confetti heavy pieces. Her face looks really good. I like her eyeshadow. There's some color blocking in this background, I suppose. Maybe that's more kind of what I was expecting. But in the rest of it, like, look at the confetti in, like, her flower crown, her leaf crown. It's beautiful. Like it just looks so pretty, even just printed on the canvas. And so it's probably going to be even more amazing with drills down. By the way, just a quick note, because I'm noticing this, it's a little bit more pronounced than I feel like I'm used to seeing. But if you're looking at this and going like, gosh, it looks like the canvas is wrinkled, or like maybe the glue isn't laid totally flat, that is just where the plastic cover has shifted, where it was rolled. So if that's bothering you, it's really just an aesthetic thing, which, I mean, sometimes aesthetics bother me, or they matter to me. So you can pull back the plastic cover. I usually go about halfway each direction and then slowly kind of lay it back down. And that's going to help it lay flat a little bit more quickly and easily, and just aesthetically is going to look a little bit better. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. All right, there we go. See, no harm done. Now these canvases though are self-flattening, and so you could also just wait, and really as you go, as you're peeling off the plastic cover, it's gonna lay flat. That's at least been my experience over the years. Okay, so we're almost 79 centimeters. We're listed as 78.7 that way. And then this way, we're at almost 56, and we're listed as 55.8. We are true to size. That's usually the case with Diamond Art Club kits, but I always like to double check. So, all right, let's take a look at the diamonds together. I just want to see all these, look at all those rich browns. My gosh, I didn't know there were this many shades of like brown and orange here. There is a sticker here that tells you what kit these go with, just in case you store these separate from the canvas and outside the box they came in. And there's our drill pack. Let's take a look. So you'll see we have the DMC code printed on here. Here's a couple of bags of a 6000s range color. You can see that these aren't special in that there's not like a special coating on these, but apparently this shade of brown does not exist in the DMC color code system, so they made it. Now, if you noticed as I was showing you that bag and as we're going through these, if you're noticing static, it's pretty common with resin drills in general and with Diamond Art Club's drills. It just comes from like what resin is made of, the material the drills are made of. That's already static prone. And then you add in putting these into plastic bags, which are also static prone, and then add in whatever your climate is. You might just be looking at a lot of static, and static can be really frustrating to deal with. I completely empathize. You could tell just how these are kind of clinging to the bag, but yeah, we're looking at some static here. I'm willing to deal with static if the payoff is I get to work with high quality diamonds, which I think that Diamond Art Club's drills are, especially their squares. So what I will do to kind of combat it is I will literally grab a full-size dryer sheet and lay it out flat in front of me, and I will pour the diamonds directly from the bags into the dryer sheet, kind of shake it and sift it around a little bit, and then pour the diamonds from the dryer sheet, like make a little funnel and dump them into a storage container. That has served me so incredibly well the past several months, and I highly recommend it for dealing with static. There's other ways too, but anyway, you guys, here's our first special drill. This is the 728. This is a fairy dust diamond. Now, fairy dust diamonds have a pearlescent sheen to them. There's like, it looks like someone just brushed a fine glitter coating on the tops of these diamonds. They just have like a shimmery effect. It's pretty subtle, but it is definitely my favorite of Diamond Art Club special drill types. And so we have that one bag so far. We should have 2 fairy dust and 2 ABs. But as we're going through these, it looks like we're just not going to have huge bags of them. If you were curious, Diamond Art Club puts their drills here roughly in order of weight, not DMC code. Here's our second fairy dust color, so Z739. This one's more of like an ivory color. Just a little subtle shimmer to those. I feel like a lot of kits I've been unboxing lately have been similar to this one in terms of colors, where there's been like a dark background color and then some really pretty light colors that just contrast really strongly against that, like in a good way. And so I do like these light colored special drills. I think that they're going to stand out really nicely against, you know, the dark background that's going on in a lot of this piece. Here's our first AB. So this is AB 741. Now AB stands for Aurora Borealis. These are named after the Northern Lights. They have this really, really, really sparkly iridescent coating that is unmistakable. It's really, really pretty. It's definitely going to draw your eye to the areas that has been charted. It sometimes will reflect other colors besides just the base color and grab some of the colors of the diamonds around it too. So definitely going to stand out more than fairy dust diamonds do, but they can just really add a lot to a piece. So we have that one orange AB, and then we just have this tiny bag of a white AB, AB 5200. So this one, you can really, I love this AB coating. It's like rainbowy. It's so pretty, but just the tiniest amount. My guess is we're going to see that one in the candle flames. Maybe the orange AB too. I bet those will be in the candle flames. And then believe it or not, we have just one other little strand here that just has four colors in it. So there's that. I love the dusty rose here. Okay, let's find where these special drills are going to be. We didn't have a ton of any of those particular colors. We had kind of that like light orange fairy dust. We had the ivory fairy dust. Was it light orange fairy dust or was it more of a yellow color? I think it was a yellowish orange, but I'm going to double check because I don't want to mislead you here. Is this one right? Okay, yeah. It's kind of almost a mustard yellow, actually. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay, so we have kind of a mustard yellow fairy dust, an ivory fairy dust, and then a white AB and an orange AB. So, okay, yes, candle flame, the white color is going to be white AB in this candle flame, the white in this candle flame. It's, yeah, the brightest white in those candle flames. Just those 3 candle flames, actually. The others don't have the white AB. And then next, our ivory fairy dust color is actually going to be also in the candles. It's kind of one of these ivory shades here in the flame and the top of the candlestick itself. In this candle, there's a little bit of it in this candle flame, in this candle flame. It is in each of these candle flames here and here, and a little bit in this candle flame over here. Then we have that mustard yellow, almost had an orange hue to it, of fairy dust color that is going to be the brightest color in her dress. Kind of down along this leg as well as over here in this leg. This book, the like light stripes here, like those light pages, that's going to be our ivory fairy dust color. And then these like light folds in her dress here and here and in her lap, and then coming up over her chest, we have a lot of that mustard yellow fairy dust color. Does our fox have any? I don't think so. The orange AB is going to be in the leaves of her crown. Let me show you up close. Okay, so first that light yellow with like the upward pointing, like the carrot, the upward pointing arrow, that is going to be the mustard yellow fairy dust color. But the box with the line through it, like this symbol here, that is going to be our orange AB. And that's the only spot here in her crown is where I'm seeing that orange AB. I like that spot a lot for the AB. That's just such a beautiful part of this painting. I love that we get some extra special drills in there. So, and I believe that is it. So like I said, the special drills on this one are not overpowering or in your face. I feel like they're just in nice subtle spots to enhance the painting without being really over the top. This is definitely more muted artwork when you look at it, but there's definite areas like the candle flames and the light parts of her dress, and of course like this beautiful leaf crown that I love that we have some special drills just to give it a little bit of something extra without being too over the top. I think it's just the phrase I keep coming back to. I like it a lot. So, all right, you guys, this is the absolutely beautiful Books Are Magic by Anne-Julie Aubry. I am trying to remember if I did a post review on the kits I've done by her before. If I have, I will link those below because I know sometimes it's nice to see completed kits and see how an artist's work looks in like diamond painting form from Diamond Art Club. So take a look in the description box for that. I'll try to, I can't remember if I did a post review for that one. I'll at least have a month in review I can link to for it, but I'll have that below. Just a quick recap. This kit has square diamonds, 70 colors, very colorful, pretty confetti heavy. So this is, I think, going to be a little bit more of an undertaking in terms of time, but I think that it's going to pay off really well. I think it's going to just have a lot of amazing textures, and the shading is going to be really pretty, especially where all that confetti is in the bottom part of this painting. So I think that it's going to be the right call. This is 55.8 by 78.7 centimeters. That's a pretty good size, but I like the amount of detail it seems like we're getting from that. And the special drills in this one, like we kind of just went over, are pretty subtle, but I think add a lot in a nice way. So this kit, along with the other new releases, these are coming out tomorrow, which is Saturday, February 22nd at 9:30 a.m. Pacific, 12:30 p.m. Eastern. Now that is a general release time. If you are in the Diamond or Ruby tier of the rewards program, you get a half an hour early access window. So log into your account and be on the website in the new arrivals section at that early release window, and the kits should show up for you there. They also send out, I think, an email and or a text depending on what you've signed up for. But they do hold back stock, so if something sells out during the early release, you will see it restocked during the general release. So if you aren't in the early release, don't fret, you will still have a chance at getting these. I don't know if this is one that'll sell out, but I always say, we don't know necessarily when a kit is going to be discontinued. So if something is like, this is my favorite kit that I've ever seen, I would probably set your alarms and maybe try to pick it up. But totally up to you. So let me know in the comments, is this one going to be on your shopping list for the weekend, or did any of the other kits catch your eye? Or is this going to go on your wish list for someday, or are you just going to enjoy it vicariously through others? Either way though, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more diamond painting videos from me. You'll see unboxings like this one, along with reviews, weekly WIP and chats, and diamond painting related, how-tos. I'd love to have you here. But thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and happy shopping tomorrow. I hope you are doing well and taking care, and that you have a day that's as amazing as you are. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.